Hey there, sign of Taurus. This is Kim here with your reading. I've got to say, your energy, it feels a lot lighter than the air sign energy. Whoa, Gemini is intense. Oh my God, that was intense. Oh, okay, so good. I'm glad. I'm thinking about your reading today while I'm walking. I'm thinking about it. I'm out in the sun. Oh, the sun's so pretty. The day was exactly how I wanted it. As if I controlled the weather. No, I mean, like, that's what I was thinking in my head is if I were controlling the weather, this is exactly what I'd want. Like, it was perfect. The sun was like, oh, I don't know, 80 degrees. It was enough to give you a sunburn. It was great. So I'm walking and I'm about to quit because I've been trying to exercise more. And then what happens right as I'm getting a little tired, the wind comes in and it's like the wind's saying, no, stay outside. We'll make you cool. Like, and so then I walk a little bit more, and then that feeling, where you're walking or you're running and then you get to that point, it's past the point of being a little tired, and then it goes into, well, now this feels pretty good to they call it runner's high. That's what I was feeling. It was amazing. And like I said, and then the universe was working with me, because when I wanted to quit, the wind came and cooled me off. So it's just a little message about how the universe is probably helping you in many different little ways. Yep. All right. So, Kim Kranz, Wild Unknown, Alchemy Deck. Take a nice deep breath. Oh. Jupiter, calcification. I got a burning desire for you, baby. I got a burning desire. It's a Lana Del Rey song. Burning Desire. You might want to listen to it. Maybe somebody has a burning desire for you, baby. I got a burning desire. And then Jupiter, luck, expansion, growth, abundance. And that's enough, Kim. I don't know why I have a sweater on. I know it's going to get hot in here. The moment I start doing these, it will get hot. Okay. Vinegar, you're not what I was expecting. Okay. Well, that's all right. That's all right. We'll figure that out. I've got a story about vinegar. That's what I was expecting. That's what I was expecting. Or something about passion and desire. Jupiter will work since we've already talked about it. Okay. That's good. Sap of the moon plant. Okay, we have vinegar, Jupiter, sap of the moon plant, winter, against nature. It's not necessarily a heavy energy, but it's a how am I supposed to act? Or how am I supposed to act right now around this? Because it feels something that feels not right. I'll tell you about vinegar though here as I'm going. Vinegar is created. It was created from spoiled wine initially. And there's this thin layer of gel. I'll be really quick if you've heard this story already. But there's this thin little gel that goes along the top of spoiled wine. And it's called the mother of the vinegar. And the reason they call it that is because kind of like when you're making beer or bread, like a starter pack. It's something that all you have to do is add water to that gel, and then you produce vinegar Thus, you don't need the original product of the wine. After that, you've got this, and that's so. It basically it's enough to a little bit goes a long way. And with vinegar, we in history used it to preserve our foods, and the reason why was because nothing could grow. We found or figured out that nothing could live in vinegar, and so it was good for preserving food. Now, you probably know that, with your pickles, if you eat pickles or anything that has been preserved. And you also know the taste is like enough to, just a little bit's enough, right? The vinegar card in the deck, in the guidebook, will tell you that it's about a past not so great experience, possibly a memory of it, like something that happened that a little bit was enough, that, you know what I mean? I think it's related to this resin card. I do, because this resin card also looks like a big pentacle, doesn't it? And then there's this eternal carnation. I look at it as an eternal carnation. I go different than the guidebook when it comes to this card, a little bit, because I see it as there's something to be cracked open regarding eternal love and that energy that helps things flow abundantly, that's been sealed off or in a place where something loving or abundant couldn't grow because of this. This vinegar card can be resentful, spiteful, but whatever way it is, it is what is needed to be released, so that either an abundance block can be cracked open, like somebody's heart, or an eternal love. Now, if you get this and you've gotten a reading from me, by the way, people do like my private readings. If you'd like a private reading, that's in the description box, and I charge $22 to $60, 3 different prices, and it's a recorded video for you. You have to add me to your email list so that I don't go, or check your spam, because I will end up there sometimes. So with that being said, the reason that even came up here, other than it's a good insert though for me because it keeps the channel going, this is eternal love in a love reading, and that is from a different lifetime. I know I feel audacious even saying that sometimes, but I'm saying it because it feels so true. It feels so right as a message that there had to have been a lifetime where things were great and then something just kind of ended, but the love never did. Okay, and so I can mean that. Okay. So there's that part of it. There's the Ouroboros. This card's wanting to pop out. Okay. That's nice. The Ouroboros is wanting to pop out, as well as the card that means something kind of uncreated regarding a lover's energy, like it is yet to be created in this lifetime. And then the death, rebirth cycle, a new cycle. Okay, so Jupiter. Against nature. Oh, that's that curtain call that was from earlier. The Drowned King. The Drowned King has to do with the ego dissolving, or parts of the ego. don't even like calling it the ego, but that is, the Drowned King is about that. It is about stripping away the labels and things like that that have defined you. The way I look at the Drowned King, or even the whole ego thing that people like to talk about, the way that I look, because it is necessary for survival on a very, if you want to look at the hunter-gatherer or the fear of flight, like at some level we need our ego here, right? Just to, like, even our cells and bacteria, we fight to be alive, you know? It's a fight down here. But the way I look at it is like Descartes of know thyself, like enough to do a self-inquiry at least once in your life, maybe do it several times, where you take every label that could possibly define you, and you look at it, and then you put it to the side, or you let it dissolve. You put it to the side. You question things. You question your beliefs. If you're like me, you would be the type that would question your beliefs and then, in a way, categorize or oh, I hate that word. I hate that word. Compartmentalize. When you put things into different places in your brain, like you go here, you go here, you go here, like you can rearrange it. Okay, these things get rearranged, and if you're like me, you will look at your beliefs, and then I will take it, and then I will. This has been constant my whole life, where I look at my experience and see if it adds up. Does it match up? Does it add up? Usually, I drop it if it doesn't. I mean, and even my faith has some type of pull or spiritual connection that I've had an experience with, that I'm giving myself the grace of having faith, really. So your experiences, but what it is that you want to make of those little pieces or parts. It's a freeing energy that allows us to identify with just solely that divine being that is you. Really, it's about what do you want to create with that, you know, with that now knowing that you are simply this divine being, which is way greater, and it transcends all labels. It transcends you being even a mother or a father, or say I'm a welder, I'm a cook, I'm a designer, I'm an artist, then we could go into like all the adjectives people have called you or that you have called yourself, and the feelings, the emotions. It's like a release of all of that stuff so that you can transcend, kind of like this card is about taking flight, transcending, and it to me it is about you reaching that higher self connection where you're like, okay, if I am not this, that, and the other, and there's nothing attached to, you know, what I want, what do you think I like? It's about amazing yourself of what you can create when you get in this higher self alignment, and you get into this, I was going to say, like flow state where you're not attaching anything to anything. You simply are, and then the creation, like you won't even have to think about it. It all will come together perfectly because there is perfection to the divine plan, and you are divine, therefore you are the plan. So being in alignment with your higher self, it just ends up working out here. So against nature is when I said it wasn't really a heavy energy necessarily. It's just one where I would think that if you're really wanting to create from that state, and if you're here with the Jupiter abundance, wanting to feel absolute abundance within your soul, within this body and avatar, everything else ends up coming, and it will, and it changes, it transforms, and sometimes our external world will transform rapidly with our inner work, and sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Oftentimes we have attachments to what we would like a point in our future to look like before we proceed, and unconsciously or subconsciously that's keeping us from another chapter, if that makes any sense. So taking away the preconceived notion that it has to look a certain way or has to be attached to any kind of label. This could be yourself, like I say, the example of you possibly putting a stipulation on your own vision, like, I really wouldn't be ready unless this were like this, and then I'd be ready for this. Like, if you do that to yourself, then you may be, putting yourself in a box subconsciously. Of course, this could be a situation where you feel like it's taking you to a dark place here with the worms. I would say that's probably the underworld. Could be also energies that come in super strong that when they affect us, sometimes they make us feel off. This could be anxiety, depression, and things like that make us feel like I want to curl up inside a box. I don't want to feel all this stuff outside. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. I'm trying to give different examples here. A T name. Okay, I said I would do this. If I told my spirit team I will gladly let names come through if they need to come through. So the T name, a name that would start with a T. I'm really not getting any specific, just a T name. Anyways, okay, so might be associated with a person or someone else. There could be an external force that doesn't feel right to you, or the situation doesn't feel right, or it's off in some sort of way. In what way does it feel less free? In what ways do you feel less free? Well, Jupiter is going to be like if there were a huge big balloon right in the middle of this box, and it would just expand it all the way out. Jupiter is here with luck and abundance. There's turquoise. There's turquoise. It is the left hand, so I would say that this has to do with your spiritual side, like spiritual healing. Goodness, sorry. And then 3 gold balls on a pointer finger. Okay, so then I have sap of the moon plant. We're moving right along. Sap of the moon plant, which definitely would be that spiritual side. There's something that's going to feel really good. Because the sap is the sugary part of the plant. Look, here's the star. The sweetness of it. And the moon is about receiving. It's also divine feminine energy, receiving good stuff, the good stuff. And then I have winter. Like, so after a time, because these two cards very much so kind of look similar. I knew it was going to get hot. Yeah, they look similar, like they have that same color blue. They have the same color blue. I think you're receiving something in the stillness from Spirit. Receiving something in the stillness. That's literally gonna help you, or is helping you to transcend or to take flight from. This is not. This is a tree that looks like everything is not growing, but on the inside stuff is, and the roots are still there in the ground. It's just winter, and it's just a time to be still. Well, you know what? I do. I believe that. I believe that there's something you're receiving within the stillness. That's very pretty together. That is really pretty. All right, let's get the Circle of Life Tarot for my Taurus collective. Let's start with, what do you want to tell us? And then I'll find a place for it. Oh, beautiful. Oh, even better, the Chariot on the bottom. Temperance. Look at the water. Look at how it looks very similar. I don't know if you can see, there's little dots on that card. Very similar to these dots. And they're two different decks. You can see that. That is so interesting. Because, wow. It's the guy on here, this angel looks like Confucius to me. Looks like Confucius. Anyway, this is an angel helping you. Helping you to bring balance, find balance. Helping you to dissolve what is not yours to claim. Helping you wake up to who you truly are. Oh, this is such pretty, that is so pretty. Yeah. So they're the ones bringing in, it feels like spiritual healing. What's the main message, though, with Temperance that we usually get is divine timing, patience. Oh, wow, pretty. Okay, tell me something else. Nine of Cups. Beautiful. I think this is the Knight. I think the Knight of Cups is on the bottom, and it's a turtle, which is associated with like one of the oldest creation stories. Look it up, the one with the turtle. Anyway, number 9, Nine of Cups. Look at all the water gushing in, and it has similar colors to this one also. Any kind of dissatisfaction looks like it's going to be kind of flushed out, and then incoming your every want and every need. And there's on this card, there's a need for the birds to be happy around you. So the water, Nine of Cups has to do with getting all of your wishes. All of your wishes being fulfilled. Let's get one for resin. Then we'll go ahead and go on resin. It has something to do with when you make room. You see this color is very similar here in the door. The doorway's open, but look at the color that was there in the doorway. It matches this card. I'm going to read it like that. Okay, so let's go to Prison. Oh, wow. Wow. Really? Really? Wow. Well, this is what's being unlocked for you. What's being unlocked for you is the 10 of Cups. So it's the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. Ten of Cups is your it's your heaven on earth that you are meant to crack open and receive here now. Oh wow, it's a 9 to the 10. It even kind of matches with it. Let me see what it kind of. All right, let me do another one now. This is great. This is great. Tell me about against nature. 4 of Swords. You know, I was going to say something about that. I was going to say, let me just say what I was going to say. I was going to say when I picked up this card, and I was like, it's in the stillness that you're receiving something really good, that you just don't see the effects of it yet in your life, but you're absolutely receiving it through spirit on your spiritual side, some type of spiritual healing. And I was going to say that being still, that is necessary to process and channel these energies, might be what is making you feel against nature. I'm having to be in this encapsulated state in order to receive. It might be uncomfortable if my mind is set on some type of action. And then I get the 4 of Swords on the against nature, which is what that is about. It is about, look at, he's in the meditative state. So this 4 of Swords, they're in the meditative state. They're healing. They're in recovery for something, for healing their heart. They're taking time out to contemplate. It's reminding me of a person who's, in a sense, in a void and surrounded by a situation or an environment that is not conducive currently with their inner work level. But yet, there's still something that you are receiving in that place with this. And it's necessary for some type of healing. There's no coincidences. Absolutely not. There's no coincidences. There's a lot of work going on. There's a lot of healing going on. And I'm going to put that there. I don't know if I need to explain Jupiter really or sublimination, but we'll get one for these, or the winter, whatever wants to come out. Ace of Swords. Well, that's an interesting book. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is in the reverse. So there's some type of clarity that is definitely going to come in for you. However, whenever you're, let's say, whenever you're first dissolving something in water, it is going to be murky. Cleaning up a fish tank, for example, it will get clear again. But when you are cleaning it up, the initial cleaning the pebbles and stuff like that, stuff gets real cloudy and it's hard for you to see. And so this Ace of Swords is like saying that something about maybe even what you're going to birth to life here eventually is going to be completely known to you. So be still with this process and be patient and loving to yourself, and then give it some time, and then it will clear. it will be clear. The water will be clear. And I'm even getting like divine, some kind of divine destiny. Thank you for throwing the pumpkin in here, Spirit. So it has to do with that, but yeah, but I think that's the message there. And then what other message do you want to give, Taurus? Yeah. So you might be in this place right here with the Two of Pentacles. The way that the Two of Pentacles is coming out is like saying, I'm in this spot, same message, where I must heal. I'm in this spot where I must heal. Doesn't feel like I have a choice at this point or at this perspective. There's always a choice. However, the one that will bring balance in your life is going to be that time out, rest, reflection, and balance will get restored. Balance will get restored for you. You will build. You will build Four of Pentacles. Your wishes will be granted. Oh, look on Jupiter. I'll put it up there. There will be a lot of choices and decisions when you exit that cave. Yeah, well, that would be you with those choices and decisions. We have the Emperor energy. Look, he doesn't have demons attacking him. He has demons serving. That sounds bad. But they are, like, okay, in the card, they're literally serving him. And what I meant by that is, like, everything is going to do with this person. Heaven and hell will oblige. Like, both energies are going to be working together here when you're the Emperor. And you already are, but this is a 4-4. You're being guided to a place where soon you'll have a huge decision to make. Strategy. A huge strategy. Power move. Emperor. May have to do with work and abundance coming in with your work. Something like that with the wishes granted. And then I have the Ten of Swords reversed, which is, that's how you want to see it, because that means there's a rebirth and the end of a painful cycle of your life. It can be the end of this useless thoughts too, like getting our thinking under control, that everything is going to be all right, and that there is a point where there's some type of stillness and healing and a timeout before this next new cycle here comes. Yeah, and things do get even and balanced out because they have justice on the bottom. So it's like then 33 on the timer. Your truth, your justice, your marriage, relationships, all partnerships that all get balanced out. This is just an influx of some pretty big energies to get dissolved, and it's intense. That's what I want to say. It is intense. Okay, let's pull an angel number for you. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. It helps me get the messages out. And if you would subscribe, if you haven't already, I'd love to see you next time. And comment. Yes, I love comments. I love comments. And thank you for all the love that I get here. I'm sending it out to you always through everything I do for this channel. And even when I'm not on here filming, I'm sending love out to you all. consciously throughout my day. So there's that. 6 swords that I see all together. 1, 4, 1 more. 6 swords. Something's really going to start being very productive for you regarding your work. Yep. Yeah. Oh, and 33. The only number that I really mentioned on the timer, and it's here on the bottom, underlying issue. Master number 33. It says any positive changes, and I think it goes with this card, or projects you're considering right now will be well worth your while. Expect your power to manifest and create will be heightened. Master number 33, I'm expanding. Okay, and there's that too. Yeah, along with the spiritual growth and whatever this is that you're receiving from lunar, from out there, from out of this world energy, it's aiding and assisting in something here that's going to be tangible for you to actually see, hold, feel, smell, and taste. And right now, we're just in this dissolving phase. Okay, so 88, you are on the cusp of a prosperous, abundant, spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which will bring financial and material abundance into your life. I am wealthy, 88. Beautiful. That's so beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. Sending you love. Bye.